So, what do we have? We have ToD playing his very first FFA, and we have Lelu playing his 1000th FFA.
That
And
sounds unfair. This is War 3 Champions?
Yes, sorry?
This is War 3 Champions ladder, I guess?
Yes, exactly. And yeah, speaking about Warcraft 3 Champions ladder, we have a lot of new players recently, like also a lot of good solo players trying it out. And I have to say, I really, really enjoy the games. Like, I really enjoy them. They are very action-packed. They are very aggressive. Not too much whining. Yeah, amazing. Like, great playing experience. So yeah, top right orc is Lair. I have never heard of him. He is like, I think, 1500, 1600 solo player. And at the bottom right, I'm not sure if you know him. It's BobbyOG.
No.
He is a 4v4 player, like one. I'm not sure. I'm not too well versed in 4v4, but he is like Grandmaster 4v4.
Oh, damn.
And he's playing, I think he has the most W3 Champions FFA games this season. So he has like close to 200 games. He's playing quite aggressive. Like, he's pretty much known for his 10-minute rush and little chatting. Yeah, very aggressive and not too interested in the teaming and stuff. So yeah, always nice to play versus him.
All right. And of course, in the bottom left-hand side, we see ToD playing a lot of one-on-one on the highest level, playing a lot of FFA as well on the highest level. Now dipping his toes into FFA, where a lot of communication is, of course, involved as well. And he seems to have done his homework, going for an expo immediately.
Exactly. Like, this is already something you have to point out. Very good. Going for exactly the correct build, exactly the correct creep as for the first. Taking his natural. Like, I mean, he knows best how to go for a fast expansion. And yeah, in FFA it's pretty nice because you don't lose peasants, so that's pretty enjoyable for human players.
True. Yeah, for once the economy stays intact.
Exactly. So yeah, Lelo going for Tinker first, also fast expansion. So yeah, this is of course picture perfect FFA we will see here from him. The Orc on the other hand going for a fast tech. Slow hero, I think even. And Bobby is going for the fast expansion clockwise at the bottom. So yeah, this is pretty much his natural expansion, or his second expansion, but you can go for this one first because it's a very big one, 13.5k. And this is mostly the one that gets attacked first, so it's good if you have already mined a lot from there. It's just a bit risky in ladder because people might not go for the clockwise expansions. And then you are in a pretty bad position because then suddenly you get rushed because someone else wanted to go for this expansion. So yeah, the safe route is going for the way Lelo and ToD is going for. And we can see Lelo already going for the second expansion. So that's the first big advantage of Lelo's creep route over ToD's creep route. Like, even as a human player, you could already go for the left expansion. And that's pretty much what I always do. Like, going for first expansion, then go for a smaller camp, and then directly go to the second expansion so that you have early free bases up, so that you have a lot of gold once you break 50 supply, as much gold as possible, and then you have a lot of sustain for the late game as well. So Lelo is doing that very nicely. And yeah, I mean, as I've said, it's ToD's first FFA game, so yeah, no way a solo player or a 4v4 player would go for a second expansion here already.
Chad is actually calling you out on that. Lelu and Eshan saying that's not his first FFA game. He has played many before.
Yeah, but not ladder games. Like, I'm not too sure, but he has... Like, I have seen some 24-player FFAs on YouTube from him. But it's not like he has, like, FFA ladder experience, I think. Does he?
Okay. I trust you. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, if both Eshan and Lelo are against me, then most likely I'm incorrect. But I don't think he has put too much thought and passion into it yet, so...
Yeah, it's from like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah. Okay, so we can also see 23 o'clock. Shredder is already bought for ToD and also for Lelu. So again, we can see the good players. Also, Bobby has the Shredder. Like Bobby is also top player. So yeah, those three will know exactly what to do. Whereas top right player, not too experienced in FFA, I would say.
Better safe than sorry. Just
Preparing for a rush.
has to work on the economy a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
He is building some sort of orcish lair there, one could say.
True.
Yeah, will be interesting to see if the experience of Lelu and Bobby will surpass the solo skills and the fighting skills of ToD, where he should be superior to everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Except maybe Lelu, because Lelu is the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even kidding. Like, I think Lelu in big fights, big supply, big high hero level fights, is pretty scary as long as he's not facing Quest, because Quest is pretty much his nightmare opponent. And we can see Panda boards exactly the same time for both Lelu and ToD.
Yeah,
So
I was in the
Panda
north.
seconds. Sorry?
I was in the north watching. Oh, Alchemist dead. Kenny no G.
Oh, BobbyOG, no G, yeah.
Ooh.
And yeah, we can see ToD here. I think wanted to go for the second expansion creep on. No, I don't think even he wanted, because he already had an illusion on Bobby, and he announces that he's fighting Bobby in the chat. And yeah, as I said, in ladder it's not always too safe to go for this expansion first.
Yeah, ToD making no friends here. A little unconventional movement, but oh wow, with the expansion right in his face as well.
Exactly.
I love
He
it.
says, yeah, make me go clockwise. Yeah.
Yeah, and calling this fight smells like a bit of FFA experience to me.
Yeah, like, I mean, I had a little bit of a chat with him already, so I told him that he always should announce the fights and stuff, so he already knew that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think really he has too much experience. And yeah, now it is of course very bad situation, like Bobby is preparing for a macro game, and yeah,
ToD is
lost
not.
the Alchemist to the creeps as well, and ToD is here, and you don't want ToD in your base if you're not ready.
Heal spray is helping a little. Shredder is still busy. No casters. Panda fries the economy. Must feel good to not be on the receiving end of this.
Yeah, let's take a look at the experience. Like, ToD is level 4, level 1. Lelu is level 4 and had the same timing on the Panda, so should be the same experience.
Quite
So,
a
yeah,
level
this
ahead,
looks like
I guess,
Bobby
but
is-
there's still many more peasants to fry.
Yeah. And Lelu is also getting harassed here by the Orc, which is kinda annoying.
Yeah, it's only Blade Master severely underleveled, like Lair by far the least experienced, I think we can say.
Yeah. Archmage almost falling, but yeah, now with the Shredder, or will the Shredder die? Actually surviving. And yeah, ToD has to pull back. But yeah, now of course he's in a good situation against Bobby, but overall not too much. Like, if you take a look, he already had to break upkeep because he is aggressive, so he has to get some units out of the field. Out on the field, but yeah, gold-wise, he's on 600 gold and 58 supply, whereas Lelu, on the other hand, is on 3k gold already, and also breaking now though, as he sees that the Orc is going on him, and already has scrapped most of what he wants. Like, he, in the meantime, has scrapped two red spots with 2 items. Like, what did he get? Oh, where's the second hero? The Panda is... Oh, he has 2 Hood of Cunnings, so yeah, very good. Very strong items. And yeah, ToD on the other hand now fighting.
Exactly. ToD said, make me expand, and Bobby wants to reclaim his former expansion, breaking the 2 vs 1.
Bobby pretty high heroes. Look at this, level 4 and level 3 already.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
Paladin is in.
Paladin is out, very important for the heal. Bobby gets the Battler.
Alright, so far this is way more even than I thought it is at first glance. Oh, Pally in trouble now. Nice staff by ToD. Now the Alchemist in trouble, as well as the Archmage and the Rifles. Yeah, ToD winning this pretty clearly.
Yeah, very nice army. Like, as I told you before, rifles are nice, but not against human, and you can see here why. Like, ToD exactly knows how to counter it. He has pretty much perfect army against it. Knights, Caster, and a Mortar. So yeah, this is not looking good for Bobby. But in the meantime, yeah. Lelo gets all the creeps again. So this is pretty much the same as we saw in the Rookie Night. ToD is attacking Bobby. ToD is winning versus Bobby, but he's not ahead in the hero levels and not ahead in the gold count. So, and also doesn't have red camp items.
Exactly. And without a marketplace here, that's getting a little tricky later on. He will get a bit of experience once he kills Archmage and Alchemist and all, but Lelu is just farming for, I don't know, 10 minutes now.
Yeah, exactly. He got attacked by the Orc a little bit, but yeah, now he has 2 Hood of Cunnings and Claws plus 12. And is ahead in experience compared to ToD. And yeah, I find this game is very nice again, nice showcase. Like ToD, pretty much one of the best solo players. Annihilating his opponent, but still falls behind in experience for it and in gold. So if a player like ToD can't get an advantage out of that, then I think it proves that it's just not the best idea to do it.
Yeah, and we all know how scary it is to let Lelu unfold his late game, so we'll see in a bit if that was the right call.
Yeah,
and
also keep in mind that army sizes are kind of small at this point, so you're fighting here 50 versus 50 a lot of the time, so you don't get a lot of XP. If you go like you can be aggressive, but if you just take 1 red pen and then go attack, like get an additional base up and attack 2 minutes later, 2 or 3 minutes later, suddenly you have a lot of gold, suddenly you have 80 versus 80, which gets you more experience if you win the fight, and you have the red spots items, so yeah.
Alright, BobbyOG out. And Lair trying to go for another attack with only Blade Master and Shadow Hunter. He's not building anything else.
Yeah, he's also attacking at the top, by the way, with the Wyvern. So
okay.
He took out the Shredder, he took out the Entangled Gold Mine. So this is quite annoying now for Lelu. Like if you're in Lelu's shoes now, you have 1k gold, you have 77 supply, and you know that the other side has already finished their 1v1, so you know the other side could attack you at any point, can get all the expansions, and you have to deal with an annoying Orc player where you know that he is not the best from his movements, like knowing from his movements and also that he has no expansions up and or anything. So now it's really a good situation for ToD because he's on 78 supply, and yeah, now he can get us some gold finally.
Yeah, he can go for the former main base, he can go for the natural, etc, etc. And some fighting here. We see Talon Crow form. Is that a newer thing in FFA as well?
Yeah, totally. Like, they are very, very strong. Like, it's super common to go for Talon Crow form these days. Yeah, and Lelu is doing what he should do, I think. Like, if he's just chasing or trying to defend his expansions, he will not win this game because ToD will just smash him at some point. So he has to go for the throat on the Orc and try to lose as little as possible doing so.
A couple of Chimeras went down, but yep, that's the tap out as well, and we got the one-on-one between Lelu and ToD. What a dream match this is.
Exactly, and yeah, now let's take a look at the starting conditions. We have 80 supply for ToD, 1k gold, 2 expansions. We have 75 supply for Lelu, 200 gold, and also 2 expansions. So now it's really pretty much a balanced 1v1. We have 5 4-3 heroes for Lelu. We have 5 3-2 heroes for ToD. So ToD is ahead in the gold, a little bit behind in experience. And yeah, let's see how this will pan out now.
Alright, of course the item advantage for Lelu is quite strong, but ToD was scouting before. Little surgical strike here in the north, takes out that experience, that expansion, all the wisps as well. This will cost a bit on Lelu's side, puts ToD ahead while he's building probably another base soon.
Oh, and two bears run into the army of ToD.
Ouch. Well, that's a way to catch up in XP.
Yep. So that's 75 supply, 500 gold, and now only on 1 expansion. So very scary, and you have to play ToD in a 1v1.
Well, ToD has to play Lelu in a one-on-one if you ask me, but...
Sure. I mean, on the bright side, Panda is now 5, and Tinker is also 5.6 already, so... In combination with all the items, a very good position to come back from, and he already has taken the expansion on the right, Lelu. Whereas ToD not really taking more expansions, so I guess that's one mistake. He should go for another expansion, but maybe he just wanted to go for the throat now and win the game from here, which is fine too, if he can do it. But yeah, the AoE is so insane.
But Hippos are pretty okay in low numbers. Can he survive a little bit?
And the rockets on the gyro.
Okay, gyro's all gone. Pally about to fall as well. No staff available. Oh, maybe it was available. Not too sure, but ToD really wants his expo gone. Retreat is hard though. And Lelu looks like he's winning that fight. Just wants to hold on to this expo. One more volley. Oh, ToD can't get it.
He has to get the expansion, otherwise, that's the mortar shot. But now Lelu also losing pretty much everything here now.
Got the level 6 pen.
Wow,
level
so many
6
gyros, like this AoE, this is so amazing against the gyros. It's like one double volley and all the gyros are falling.
Gyro's not an option anymore after this. One night.
Yeah, gyros, you have to be very careful with them. Like you have to micro perfectly, but you have to micro so many other things as well. Which makes it almost impossible to fight good with gyros against this. So yeah, where we are at now, 68 supply versus 35 for Lelu only. So this fight looked better for Lelu in first glance, but yeah, he's heavily behind in supply. But what he's doing well is getting up all the expansions again. Look at this. His natural, his second base, the natural of the orc, and the right side. Whereas ToD is still stuck on 2 expansions and not macroing that good. But yeah, Lelu needs to buy time now. And this is exactly what he's doing. Like, look at this. He's going with 3 heroes and trying to pull back ToD.
Yeah, there's no control on the Tinker ultimate, so there was a scout, alright, but the Chimera deals with it. And a little bit of an attack. We got rockets, we got breath. Will he save it for the gyros? Nope, just the peasants. Yeah, this is now stalling time for the 4 bases to come up.
Yeah. Yeah, finally level 5 Panda, this is very important, but yeah, has an invul, has to use it.
Level 6 on the other side. Double ultimate versus 0. But
yeah, but Arkham is close to level 6.
Yeah. Okay, here's the split, here's the damage. Panda safe for now, right next to the shop, but shouldn't be able to outdamage him.
Yeah, Lights here very nicely. Deal with his heroes. But yeah, keep in mind, this is just buying time for Lelu. He's not... He doesn't want to kill anything here. He just wants to buy time for all these expansions getting up in the background.
Yeah, that works quite fine. He doesn't have to face a nuke or anything. No Mountain King. Just the Panda AoE, and that's about it.
Yeah, the Treants got the Archmage to level 6, so this is very important level now. But ToD is really rogue at the moment. 400 gold, 72 supply. So what you would like to have here is some tanks to mass TP into the main base. But let's see where he's going.
North.
Yeah, very nicely. Peasant scouts this base. Gyros are at the other base, at the Orcs Natural. So far not too much mining going in for Lelo, and he has to break already now, but still he got to 1.5k already in this short period of time.
Quite action-packed game. I approve of this. Wisp on the left-hand side could expand, could just scout, and
Yeah, and the mortar scouted the right side base, so ToD is aware of pretty much all expansions, so perfectly denied this attempt by Lelo to sneak out some more bases while harassing.
He also lost 2 bases.
Wow, but look at the panda, look at the items of the panda. I mean, this is just...
it's pretty good.
So sick. Yeah.
A lot of intelligence.
Yeah, and that's what you get for just 2 minutes more creeping. Like, just get the red spots and then you can attack. It's just a little bit better.
Or make sure that the others are fighting as well, and nobody's claiming the red spot, I guess.
All right, the right side base is alive for now. I mean, he could mass TP to the mortar, I'm not sure. Like, at the moment, he's losing quite some time. He's getting up his own expansions now, by the way, at Bobby's natural.
Yeah, but scouted pretty much immediately.
Yeah, and he definitely has to get this expansion here on his natural on the left.
Good scouting throughout, good reactions throughout. Another water elemental making its way towards the natural of Lelu.
Yeah, so resource-wise, supply-wise, ToD is slightly ahead. Supply-wise, he's even ahead by 15, so that's a very nice timing now. But Lelu taking out the next expansion attempt. But will a tree survive? No, no chance.
Not against Inner Fire Knights. Nothing there. All of a sudden, we're at 3 bases for ToD. For how long? Oh, 1200. And a big attack into the main.
Yeah, and this is always very, very scary to attack the Night Elf in the main, where they have all the Moonwell juice, because it's just infinite AoE. And ToD has 0 spellbreakers, so yeah, he is TPing out very smartly. Like, his goal at the moment is don't let Lelo get any more bases up.
Yeah, with mass teleport, really good movement, but also really good scouting,
STP
of course.
Is the edge here that he has. Yeah, now Lelo is on 77, so pretty much equal supply fight. But yeah, again, it's so hard for humans to fight elves when they have this much AoE.
We get some polymorph in the mix as well without dispel. That's problematic.
Yeah, and the knights are melting here even against the AoE.
Yeah, everything is deep red, level 7, next Panda ultimate. And still no level 6 for ToD. Quite far away actually. Polymorph is helping big time, but the Expo still stands and ToD are at a retreat.
Yeah, and ToD is on 75 supplies, the macro-wise of course very well done, and 70 for Lelo at the moment. Closer than it looked, to be honest. Like, all the units of ToD were melting pretty much.
Is there time to build another base? I don't think so. Archmage in trouble, has a town portal, uses it, well done. So there's only a tower, there's only a tower. Nope, no 4th base up.
Yeah, currently no one can really get an additional base up. I think the base on the right could have been killed at some point, like when the mortar was attacking it. But yeah, now against 765 hero levels, it's getting really, really hard for human. Like, ToD is doing the correct thing. He's switching to spellbreakers because knights are just not good anymore against these Rocket's Breath. So yeah, better go spellbreakers, and yeah, he should add some tanks because his best weapon against what Elf has is mass TP, and if you have Mass TP, you definitely want to have something that can take out buildings quickly. So gyros don't really work anymore against the rockets plus breath, so you definitely want to have tanks here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that much better to have tanks against breath and rockets.
Yeah, that's the issue for human. They really struggle against the heavy AoE, especially inside the native base. So he can never fight here in this area, the straight up fight, and he's not doing it. But the paladin is cut off here. But yeah, he has the divine shield, and they missed it, I guess. But it's nice Mass TP against the next expansion attempt, and the tank here is attacking the right side expansion. So that's perfectly played by ToD here.
So much multitasking. Feels like Lelu is a little overwhelmed currently.
Yeah. Like the only thing missing is that ToD is getting up his own expansions. Like ToD is doing very well in denying expansions, but he can't really manage to get up his own expansion in the meantime. I mean, also Lelu is doing, of course, a decent job in denying them. But yeah, with the map control, you should be able to deny mining for your opponent and get some mining up yourself. But yeah, all easier said than done. You can see that's a very stressful situation here for both players.
Exactly. So, is there mining going on? Yeah, for 1,000 more. This one on the left-hand side
no
dead.
mining at the moment. He's on 55 gold, 57 supply. And ToD's still mining on this one expansion.
Only for 1,000 though. Next attack. Roland, not the entire army combined. Pally is missing.
A town is under siege.
Difference is also 2 ultimates versus only 1.
Yeah, and Lelu knows that he can't play this cat and mouse game against Mass TP, so he decides to go for it.
A player's forces are under attack.
52 supply only versus 78 though, but the hero levels are just amazing.
Exactly. Couple of tanks in production, but that's about it. We have a little bit of a base race. We go straight for the tree. Game of chicken. But castle gone. That means no more knights. Now portal home. And of course, this tree still stands.
Yeah, very nice reaction. Like, the cool thing about Mass TP is you can get out before the standard TP is arriving. So whenever you see someone is TPing, you can just go with the Mass TP and he can't entangle or stun you or do anything about it. So that's a pretty cool thing about Mass TP.
Alright, where are we going now? Who starts mining next? Nobody's even trying, as it seems. That's the main, or the last remaining gold one. Oh, okay, there's a tree at Lelu's natural, still 6k available. It's of course easy to react if there's an attack towards that position.
Yeah, that's a good spot here for Lelu to defend. And I think he should definitely go with the Tinker and Harris here. Like, the Tinker has a teleportation. He's missing boots, I think. But yeah, I mean, Lelu is kind of broke, so maybe didn't have the time for it. But yeah, definitely always a good thing to split the Tinker from your army and go harass the human a bit.
There we go, with claws, with hood. He's being exposed now, but yeah, really hard to engage into it. He has a staff as well. Can I get out immediately or easily? A little bit of experience here from the orc remnants, I guess.
Yeah, these peon corpses look amazing.
So dead people are funny to you, huh? Okay,
yeah,
RulaZ, that's your type of humor. Disgusting.
But yeah, look at the Tinker now. He's going for it and already has forced a Mass TP. And yeah, this is now a situation where Lelu can mine and ToD is not able to mine. He's trying to get up in the expansion and the bottom here now and at the natural of Bobby. But yeah, now the Tinker is here, and the Tinker is so annoying. Like, you can't do anything against him. You can slow him, but he is still super fast. And yeah, he can just harass your expansion for free. So pretty much the only thing that ToD could do here, I think, is to Mass TP into Lelu's main and try to reduce the amount of Moonwells. But I think it's already a little bit too late for that.
Yeah, this Tinker seems out of control.
Player's forces are under attack.
I mean, you can only surround him, but then he staffs out. And in the meantime,
Exactly.
Lelo isn't growing too many trees himself. Like, it's only this one, but he's super broke as well.
Yeah, like this one base income is not too much. Like Lelo is still on 54 supply only. But yeah, there's still a lot of money in the mines, so ToD is kind of forced to do anything about it. So he has got up one more base now, finally. And yeah, I think it's a good time now to force the Tinker back by mass TPing. But yeah, I think ToD is not too used for all the mass TPing, like with using critters, using workers and zeppelins, using invis knights. Because he's walking a lot over the map, which is not needed when you have mass TP. He should rather defend his base, and whenever there is a unit of him in position where he wants to mass TP to, then he can go for it. But yeah, now he's just losing his town hall for free and is forced to do something about it again. And all this is time to recover for Lelu.
Yeah, that's a bit problematic indeed. At some point, you won't be able to afford the town portals anymore, so I guess ToD has had enough. Go for the fight, but yeah, good luck fighting that double AoE.
Yeah, but it's only 56 supply with the 72, so that's definitely the best fight he can go for right now.
AoE is hitting quite hard on both sides. Not too sure if we have heal scrolls anymore. I doubt it, actually. Paladin has to work overtime. ToD was cycloned for quite a bit. Bears are falling pretty much everywhere. Panda is getting close to his own ultimate. There we go. Doesn't have the mana currently.
Finally, super important.
Tranquility though. Oh, that feels good.
Oh, yeah.
And against that, you don't want to fight. Another knight saved and staffed. But yeah, triple ultimate now. Expo saved. And the second Expo up.
Yeah, and I can't emphasize how hard it is to fight versus these elf heroes as human. So definitely nice fights here.
Pally in trouble now. And dead. Gets the Expo.
That's exactly the issue against the AoE. The priest dies so quickly, and then you can't staff your paladin if the divine shield is on cooldown, which it was. So yeah, big loss here, but at least the expansion is down, so that's one thing. But again, Lelo getting up 2 new expansions already. Top right is up and soon mining, and the one on the top, yeah, nicely mass TP to here. Like, this is something that ToD is doing really, really well. Like, you think he's mass TPing out of the fight, but in reality he's just mass TPing to another location where he can get something done. So, very nice. But the expansion top right is quite sneaky. I don't think that ToD scouted it yet.
No, behind all the orc buildings, not really. And ToD is broke. 35 gold, I think, remaining. A little less, maybe. 48.
Yeah, and Lelo also down to 29 supplies, so both pretty much on their last foot.
Okay, can
but yeah, the top right mines are amazing on no upkeep.
Okay.
And you can see how these little early game mistakes can spiral out of control in the later game. Like, if they had equal items here, it would be a way different story, and I think ToD would have won this game already. But yeah, with 4 red camp items, or 3, I think, it's very hard against these high-level heroes, because in the late game, when the levels are so high, items is just everything.
Yeah, units don't matter much anymore. They get annihilated by
AoE. Like, look at the panda of ToD. Like, he has gauntlets of ogre strength and 3 empty slots.
Yeah, I mean, he sold a couple of units for something, a couple of items.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, not scoring the top right expansion is really, really bad now. And he doesn't have gold for an own expansion. I'm not even sure if he has a worker left.
Yep,
Players'
one.
forces are under attack.
Yeah, but anyways, with the Tinker on the field, it's just
Yeah.
so
It's
hard to
rough.
get anything up here.
With mass teleport, you could probably...
Oh, the Paladin is in danger of not getting out anymore.
Yep. With mass teleport, you could have probably killed the expansion upper right when you're so broke, you can't really portal back, it's also risky. Outmaneuvered by Tinker, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a nasty hero. Once he gets level 6, man, it's a whole different game for everybody.
Yeah. So here you try to surround the Tinker, but you know that eventually he's just gonna step out.
He's gonna
So
wreck
that's so
everything.
sad. So yeah, Tinker can do infinite damage without you being able to do anything to him. And yeah, with the Moonbells, it's like free healing as well.
2 bases up now, double income, triple income soon. Always trying to find some damage and some new bases with tanks.
A player's forces
But-
are under attack.
Oh, there's gold for another base, maybe?
Yeah, unfortunately, ToD was never in the position where he had a lot of gold. Also due to his too early rush and not getting up his second expansion early. So he never had the gold to get a big 100 supply tank army and mass TP on the Elf's main. Like the biggest weakness of Elf, yes, they win pretty much all of direct engagements versus human at this level, but they have nothing against invisible units. Like you need to exchange the Keeper with a Podem, but yeah, then you don't have Tranquility, you don't have Thorn's Aura, which you need against Undead, for example, you don't have Entangle. So yeah, a lot of disadvantages there too. But if you face Tinker Panda and Keeper, their only weakness pretty much is that you can get invisible units into the main bases and tank them down without them being able to do anything about it. So yeah, next engagement here, what do we have? 50 versus 38. Yeah, this is now not looking good. Tranquility nicely triggered the Panda ultimate in order to spell it or deny it.
Alright, this might just be the last fight here then. If
Yeah,
ToD is
like
losing a little more, Mortars
Lelo
are
is running
thrown.
from 2 bases, so ToD has to win here something big.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can see Paladin only level 4, like no match against the other heroes. Like imagine if he was level 6 here with Resurrection, he can turn that fight around, or at least get out of it without losing too much. But yeah, now he is forced to win this fight. And yeah, Keeper very squishy here.
It's also a little troublesome because there's no real nuke, no big disable.
Yeah,
This hero setup late game definitely weaker in comparison. Ooh, that AoE, those rockets, that's so nasty. How do you kill this Tinker, man? You just don't, I guess. Can you portal out? There's rockets, right? Should be? Ah, TP.
I think it's a TP.
Yeah, it is. Man, after so many mass teleports, you just get used to it and forget that the TPs
Exactly,
exist.
exactly.
Alright,
Town is
3
under
bases. Level 8, 7, 6. Archmage super hurt. Nothing except the heroes anymore. 27 supply. That's not much. And the Panda ultimate can clean this here. Bears to the north. Saved and healed. Nice redo. Of course, not much. Oh, the rockets. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to TP to the tank
Yep.
in order to kill his expo, but yeah, I mean at this point, top right expansion was pretty much one of the game-winning things. But yeah, I mean, you can see here that there were some mistakes in the early game that just get too big in the late game. Like not getting enough experience, for example, on your third hero, not taking your second expansion, so you just run out of gold, no gold sustain. We also saw it in the rookie match. And then, of course, the not having the red camp items. So yes, he was ahead in supply when the 1v1 started. He was even ahead in gold. But yeah, the hero levels plus the items eventually, and of course also nice fights. Can't deny that. Yeah, won Lelu the game, and also the nice macro with the trees. Like it's really hard to get up a tree when you're playing against a Mass TP player, especially if it's a very skilled player like ToD. So most people just stop trying to get up trees because they know they will get destroyed anyways by Mass TP. But yeah, he still managed to get up 2 to 3 bases over time. And yeah, in the end, another reason for his win here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also talked a little bit about the games he plays, and I can say with today's knowledge, games would look different.
Ooh, okay. Maybe we get a rematch down the road if both keep playing this game mode. But of course, Meisterschaft playoffs and finals are coming closer. Kind of rough to find time for long FFA games, but more people like it. The big advocate is Dennis. We see some prominent figures here in stream as well, watching, learning, adapting, and yeah, that was the Back to Warcraft FFA Night. We've seen some rookies, hopefully educating them. We saw a Lelu versus ToD basically one-on-one, and FFA is getting more and more popular with games like this.
Exactly, yeah. Like, we always see new names here almost on a daily basis. Like yesterday, I saw Sad playing an FFA. Ooh. And he was looking like an FFA god already. Like, I was really impressed, man. Like he knew exactly that he should stay on 50 a little bit, creep a little bit, have Tinker, Panda, Keeper. Like it was picture perfect FFA, and it's pretty much the first FFA I've seen him play. So pretty amazing. Also, the guy called Jens is playing pretty impressive. From Peru, I think he is, or from Chile.
Yeah, somewhere southern Germany. Southern America. Well, there is a connection between Germany and Southern America, but we're not getting there. Yeah, man, this little experiment to start a Back to Warcraft FFA night to revive FFA on War 3 Champions, looking quite good, but now that people saw some rookie games and people learned something, I think next week, is it time for the pro games again? The best FFA players on the planet right here, next Monday?
Yeah, I would definitely say yes. Already told you, Kenny will get his wildcard, and we will see who is going to jump in. Sheik is the reigning champ still, so he's definitely there as well. And for the other 2 slots, I'm gonna keep you updated.
We'll see who's available. You can reach out to RulaZ if you want to be invited, if you are available. And we will definitely do another rookie night as well, or maybe a follow-up of that. So if you want to be part of the rookie night, hit RulaZ up as well. And where could people possibly find you?
Yeah, so go to ffamasters.net.
I prepared for that.
Yeah. How are the time zones looking, by the way?
Empty still.
Oh damn! Yeah, it's a rough one.
I mean, it's you can make up your own time and put it in here. Just take a ruler or a pen and write a little on your screen.
All right. But what's definitely working are the links on the top right of the page, and they will lead you to the FFA Discord, FFA Masters Discord. And in here you find everything that you like to know. Like one thing I have to make a shout out, which definitely also helped the FFA scene is the notification bot. So whenever there are 2 people or more in the queue, a notification message will pop up to let you know that there is a game coming up. So this definitely also helped to gain in more action onto there. And yeah, what's also there are stream links. So if you would like to see how the FFA Pro scene is playing, definitely check out the streams we have on Twitch. And also a little basic FFA guide where some unwritten laws of FFA and pretty much the basic guidelines are getting explained in pretty much one page. So things like don't attack 2 people if you don't want to get attacked back by them, get your shredder at 23 o'clock, and so on and so on. So yeah, lots of interesting things in there, and hope to be able to welcome you soon. And thank you to all the rookies who played today.
And if you have a lot of time, maybe an extended Easter holiday, the FML homepage has the extended FFA guide. So yeah, that is like 90. Yeah, it is exactly 90 pages that teaches you everything. But there's a little bit of like table of contents. So if you want to look up a specific thing, you can go for that as well. Been a big pleasure. I saw that ToD just got online, so I'll probably host him since we just got a replay of his. And then we welcome you back next week for more FFA content.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I gotta thank a couple of people. Always kind of weird when you have guests on the stream to interrupt for me getting money from you guys. Thank you, QuickBand, for the 17-month resub. Thank you, Side. Merci for 53 months. Wait, what's that in French? I don't know. I forgot. Thank you, Newtow, for the 10-month resub. Thank you for Creepjack, smiley face. My pleasure. Most of the time it's a pleasure. Sometimes it's pain and torture, and I'm getting wrecked. But that's about it. Not Yet Pro, thank you for the 6-month resub. And Dodo Gongo, thank you for the 4-month resub. It is indeed still a bit early. I could play 1 or 2 letter games then. Yeah, I gotta get ready for GNL as well as Creep Camp. So I guess 1 or 2 chill ladder games is still in, and then I rate you over to ToD. I gotta switch my mouse to the non-observing mouse. Yeah, I guess that's fine. One day I'll play an FFA myself, guys. One day. The website must be older than me. Well, Lelu, you're 12, so yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think I will go for a smoke and then we do this. I got a 3-minute delay on. We should probably get rid of the delay. Yeah, so we get rid of the delay. And we're back. You won't probably not notice that I'm off.